So, yeah. The other day, we talked about the scissor sweep and a arm weave sweep. We're gonna just go over that real fast again. So we're gonna have a base. So again, when we are doing sweeps, we want people's weight to come up, aka their head to be under our control so they can come down, and our hips to be up, right? So no matter what sweep you're doing, this is going to kind of be the same thing. If I do this, plant and go, you see I'm pulling him forward when I'm doing this. If I just try to rotate, he can fight this pretty decently. Once I pull him forward, he's off his feet, his hips are light to me, makes it an easy rotate. Same thing, we're doing scissor sweep. If I try to scissor sweep him right here, it won't work. Pull him forward just a little. Right? You need his weight, right, when you're doing sweeps. Anytime that I can get this kind of motion, I can sweep him with rotation as well. So even if I was just like this, same concept as doing this. But anytime I can get his hips to come up, I can rotate. Tracking? Okay, so what we're doing today, right, is when people stand up, it comes a little harder, right? He stands up, doom, doom. I don't want him to be able to basically just stand up all the way. If he stands up all the way, go ahead. What am I doing, right? I'm fighting to stay connected. Try to get control of one hand, right? They're most oftentimes going to be controlling one of yours as well. So if he controls this one, I'm going to try to control this one, right? If he tries to stand up now, does that make sense? Now, I prefer to do this kind of cross collar, or cross grip, sorry, collar, right? And if we're doing standing, I'm going to swoop underneath, like so, and I do not want to lose this. If I lose this now, and it goes, and he stands up, I'm not in a good position. So when we're here, solidify this first, even if he's got the other sleeve and stuff, right, and he pulls away, it's going to be hard for him to get this sleeve. We'll swoop under, that's all right, just punch your toes, right? We're going to swoop underneath into this kind of hook kind of grip where he's in my elbow, right? And then from here, my feet should remain kind of closed or mostly around him, right? If I open up and drop or any kind of other stuff, or open up and I'm like, aha, all he's got to do is step back. Then I got nothing, right? But I'm going to start to hook this, right? You see how he's now coming to the side of his foot, right? I'm going to hook it, ooh, and I'm going to end up on top of his leg, right? If you simply go like this, and you're like, aha, and you hook it, and you're like, push, 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 push. You see how I'm not getting any force behind this? If you put it sideways, a little bit of rotation, easy to come up. Don't, right? You see how I'm on top of him, right here? Don't try to come up too soon, right? Because now, this is the only thing that's stopping him from getting up. He can just literally push on my leg or any of that kind of stuff, and I'm going, woo, right? Don't get off top, right? Once you're here, you can scoop back and then come on top. Easy, tracking. One more time. Keep control, right? Hook underneath. Try to get a little bit of a sideways onto this foot, right? You can do this with a little bit of hip motion, right? Or when you scoop, you put your body sideways onto it, right? Apply a little bit of pressure, and you can just ride it up, right? Or you stop here for it to take the back. Good? Okay, give it a try. They stand up, we can't get it, we stay connected, we try to do this, and we can't move them. We're like, oh shit, right? I'm gonna take my foot, put it right in their hip, I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to curl it, and I will promise you, they're not going to let you do this. Most of the time, they're just going to keep rolling. Probably more. We're here. We tried to do this, couldn't get it. You're going to break your guard, plant on the hip, right? And from this hip, you're going to start to bridge up, kicking your leg over. I shouldn't say kicking, I'm really just taking this thigh, putting it down, right? If I can hook this, cool. Most of the time, I'm not going to be able to keep it, even if I can. So just take this hand, tuck it literally to the other side of your hip, and then come up. If you're going for a submission, you might be able to catch that, but regardless, I'm going to end up on top. Other angle. Here, couldn't get it. Post, taking my foot high, right? Coming over. Any questions? All right, give it a try. Oh, say.
Probably not. It's a pretty low budget organization. They used to do like a whole TV crew and stuff with them, but the cost is too much for them, I think.
So we're doing the same thing. They stand up. All right. I tried to do this. I couldn't get it. I'm just going to take this foot, slide it over, come over like this. I'm going to stand up. Sounds silly. As one said, it's a cheese move. All right, so if I'm here, I tried to hook it, and they're still getting up, and I can't get it. I'll come over, stand, just like that. Like once you get it, you can stand up, or you can just do a single leg variation, whatever you choose, right? But the principle is literally taking your body from this side. Just do this. It is that simple. One more time. Here, hooking. Take your foot. I put my foot on the inside when I'm going. Right? Why do I do that? Well, he tries to come from my back. Makes it very hard. This is like that whole donkey guard principle thing, right? Works, right? And then I slip it. And then I go. However, I'm just going to start out with this movement, so I don't expect it to be like, perfect. So just move around, see if you like it. It is a cheese move. Cheese on somebody.